Hey guys, it's RD Techie, and in this video we're going to take a look at all the changes coming to the driver career mode on F1 22. Thank you to EA, Codemasters, as well as the Creator Network for giving me a chance to check out this preview build. The full game releases on July 1st, and I hope you guys are heading over to the link in the description to get yourself a copy. The driver career mode is the mode that I spend most of my time on. I know for a large majority of people it may be multiplayer, it may even be my team. For me personally though, it's driver career. I really enjoy playing through a career, especially when I can take someone through F2 to Formula 1 and then go up to one of the struggling teams or midfield teams and then build them towards the front, or get more acclaim and then finally sign with one of the top 3 teams. And this is something I always do. This is what I spend most of my game time on. So when I got the preview build that had access to it, you know what I had to do. I mean, I had to jump in and find out what all has changed. Now, due to real life being not very cooperative and not having enough time to do it, I didn't get too far into the career. I just got into the first 3 or 4 races, but I got a sense of what is new in the game mode, and I thought I'll share that with you guys for this video. So I started off in Formula 2 and I made my driver. I picked High Tech because I thought I'd be one of those silver cars, but then I forgot that last year High Tech was just Red Bull livery, but it didn't make a difference. I didn't care so much and I started playing. I chose a 3 race calendar for the championship for F2 because I knew I was short on time. But I also only chose 2 races per weekend. There is an option in the game where you can have the 3 races like we did last year. But I just prefer the 2 race per weekend, so I stuck with that. Now going through the game, the AI is definitely a lot more aggressive when they're defending or trying to make a move. And it was fun to actually see the differences in Formula 2 cars. So finally, I graduated from F2, won the championship, signed with Alfa Romeo, taking Guan Yu Zhou's seat. And I love the car. I love Alfa Romeo. I think it's one of the most beautiful cars on the grid, if not the most beautiful. So I jumped in and was driving about in there, and I noticed there's difference when it comes to doing your practice sessions. For example, when you do a practice session and say you fail one time, this is the only time it popped up, it may pop up other ways as well, you get a heat map on the road, which tells you where you're gaining and where you're losing time. It's a very cool presentation, but for me, it was a little too distracting, so I just switched it off. But the heat map is a new addition, and the way they show the practice, for example, with the tire deg, or the fuel, or the ERS and so on, is different. It's with a graph that plummets and goes up as you do a better job. So the presentation is slightly more statistical in a lot of ways, and I appreciate that, and I think it's a really cool way to present the whole tire deg and all those kind of practice sessions and objectives. And of course I had not much pace because I'm not too good. And it was still fun though, and I had to really fight tooth and nail to keep my place in the race in Bahrain, and especially in Bahrain, where I had to settle for a higher downforce so I could take the corners a little more comfortably because I'm used to that downforce from the 2021 cars. It brings to the forefront that the difference in handling. You can't just chuck these cars into a corner and hope they'll stick, because they will not. They will slide away and go outside the bound. When it comes to pitting though, that's another thing that's added this year, is that timing. So if you go to the pit stop, you have a countdown timer counting down to your pit stop moment. And then you click on it the right time. You click A, I believe, and I was playing on a controller, and it will go into the box. The better your timing, the faster your stop. You miss it, you'll get bogged down in your stop and you'll lose effectively places. A big change in the career mode is of course the F1 Life. Now this is a pan mode edition. F1 Life is like the new lobby where you can show off your home, not your statues yet anyway, your table, your furniture, your championships, your trophies, your car, to people, your friends, people in your multiplayer lobby can click and check out your collection. It's basically a your home, your hub, your social hub, which lets you customize and show off a little bit more character. You can change and select outfits. You have outfits from a lot of recognizable brands. You earn some outfits through Battle Pass. You can also buy them with tokens or pit points. I believe they're called pit coins or pit points. I'm not sure. But the points, the premium currency that the game has. The idea here is basically you get that sense of customization. You can make it your own and definitely have fun doing that. You also have the addition of supercars. Now we can buy supercars from McLaren, Mercedes, Aston Martin, as well as Ferrari, and you get to buy them using supercar tokens, which you earn by doing certain objectives in the career, or you can buy them. Now, also with that is the fact that you can, there are two cars that are exclusive to the Champions Edition, and the Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series safety car, as well as the Aston Martin Vantage safety car. So both safety cars are Championship Edition exclusive. So if you see someone with that, it means they have the Championship Edition. But it's pretty cool. I like that aspect. I'm not someone who will use it too much because I'm more of a set it and forget it kind of guy. But I do like that. But there's also a very cool aspect that is now called Pirelli Hot Laps. I believe this was there in 2020, where you were given a chance to beat objectives, beat the times, do X amount of overtakes in a race, and get yourself the more acclaim. 1,000 acclaim was on offer. This is very much the same, except those were done on historical cars, and I really enjoyed trying those. But these are done with sports cars. Sports cars, the handling is hard for me to judge because I'm never good with those kind of cars in like a Simcade physics kind of deal. I always feel like they're more like a boat than a car. But some challenges were a little bit more challenging and annoying than the others. But it's still a very easy way to get some acclaim, and you get to try out certain cars around tracks doing things that like average speed, drifting, and I think there's one more, but I've only done those two. It's definitely a nice addition, but to get the acclaim, but I don't know how long you would do it consistently. I think it'll be a thing for the first season. I don't think it'll happen again and again and again. It is there on my team as well as my career, so you will probably run into those, and it's a good way to get acclaim. I mean, I never mind getting acclaim when I'm playing, and I think I'll hopefully try and get all of them done to gold. And you have these 3 levels of gold, silver, and bronze, depending on how fast you are or how well you do with the objectives. One of the biggest changes, though, is adaptive AI. Now, if you're new to the game and you don't think you can put down laps like Max Verstappen or Jarno Opmeer, doesn't matter. You can just put your difficulty on casual, your racing style on casual, and there is a thing called adaptive AI, which will change how the AI is and how fast the AI is depending on how fast you are. So this is a great way for you to have a chance to play a game where you feel you're challenged but not overpowered by a very strong AI, and you don't know what percentage to put the AI on. So that addition is also very, very cool. And the entire races that I've had, the most exciting part, of course, is like trying to figure out the strategy, trying to make sure you get the best pit stop, or in case of a formation lap, you also have the timing there, by the way. So it's very cool, and the additions are all added things that, I mean, of course, additions are literally added things, but they're things that don't mess with the core of the game, which I enjoy. I haven't had any press conferences yet because I haven't finished higher than like P6, so I wouldn't know about that, and I will check, and if I find out, I will let you guys know how it is when it comes to the after race interviews. I know that Claire does an interview and ask you for rivals anymore. That is now a department activity where the department will ask you and you get to pick your rival. Now, I haven't tried my team yet, but it'll be coming on this channel, as well as a hot lap of Abu Dhabi, which I really enjoyed. For the first time ever in an F1 game, I enjoyed driving around Abu Dhabi. And I think that track change is brilliant, and I'm really happy Cody's was able to do it and bring it into the game, because I had a blast driving around there. So I will be putting all those videos up here, so make sure you hit that sub button and let me know if you have any questions. If I have the answer, I'll answer it. If I don't have the answer, I'll try and find it out for you. The game comes out 1st of July, and well, it's not too far off. You can pre-order it on Steam or go to the link in the description and get yourself the F1 22 game. And I can't wait to see you guys on track. This is RD Techie. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.